Hello, wonderful people. Wherever you are on the earth plane, the light in me bows to the light in you. आप सबको मेरा तहे दिल से नमस्कार. To those who subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. And whoever's tuning in for the first time, welcome to Soul Guidance with Deepti. I earnestly invite you to connect with yourself every single week. Check with the guidance that's coming in, see how it aligns, and if it resonates, please subscribe to the channel and help us grow our soul fraternity. So, we are now at the brink of another full moon, and this is a good time for us to check with our higher selves what we've done for the past week and what can we do more to come in alignment in the coming week. What are the energies that are going to support us and energies that could be a potential challenge? So, with that, let's get started and let's see what are the energies feeling like. Invite you to just set aside whatever it is that you are holding in your energetic body right now and use this time to just connect with your inner knowingness. When you keep doing this week on week, at least once in 7 days, you are actually building neural circuits. You are building synapses that actually help you stay connected to the higher realms inside your own mind, and they thus start helping you bring yourself more in alignment at a conscious and a subconscious level. So, Spirit, please tell us what are the energies of the coming week like, what supports and what challenges us. So, the energy of the week, the Page of Cups is here to give us a message that we are going to be asked to flow with our creativity, our emotions. We have to be mindful of how we are coming into a state of flow to be able to offer ourselves to others. And that can only happen when we take care of ourselves in the first place. It is only when we fill our own cup with a lot of love are we able to very organically pour into the life of others. So, this is a good time for you to check with yourself. What is it that my mind, body, and soul needs at this point in time to come to a place of more holistic vision? And whatever intentions that you had set up for the new moon, for 1 week, it was a time for you to just see what's happening. The activation last week spoke about being able to invest in ourselves. So, what is it for you that you thought that you'd like to invest? For me, personally, investing in myself meant connecting with friends, beginning to socialize with community a little, and I, of course, made ample time to do that, and that is what has helped me come into a place of more centeredness within myself. So, similarly, for you, it could have been something else that meant soul care for you, self love for you. And now that we've been doing that for about a week at least, we are in that place where we can be of support to people around us in our lives. We can start sharing that love. When we fill our cup with that self love, how can we be of use to those in our life? And that sometimes could also mean just simply being yourself, just simply holding space, being completely present and available in whatever it is that you're doing. If you are at work, can you just completely devote yourself at that point in time, not coming from a place of judgment for yourself for the sort of work that you're doing, not coming to a place of judgment for the sort of people that you're working around with? or even if it means that you are sitting in your front patio and having a cup of tea, that is exactly what you're meant to be doing. So if you can be available completely at all times, then you will be in that place of alignment. Also, the Page of Cups is somebody who is beginning to make sense of how they actually fit into the world. They are somebody who've gained mastery to a certain extent within themselves first, and having worked on the inside, it's time to now put into practice all of that in the external world. So, what are those contact points for you? Especially with reference to whatever you try to cultivate with the energies following the new moon. You did invest in some sort of skills last week as per the guidance. And if those skills have been built up to a certain degree inside of you, now is the time to evaluate where are those touch points, where those exact same things that you've been practicing for yourself, how can you start radiating it more brilliantly to the world outside of you? These activations are just helping us shine that light of love that we already are a tad bit lighter every single day. And that is why week on week, I am encouraging and supporting you to be able to dive into that journey on the inside. And as we work on the inside, we recreate the world outside. That is the beauty of pure consciousness. The world around us is a mere reflection of what is inside. And because we are in a human journey at this point in time, it is slightly challenging for our mind to grasp and figure what's happening inside when you can't really see what's happening inside, right? And that is why the universe is a reflection of what's happening inside. So if you can only be a conscious witness, you can use a little bit of reflexivity and understand whatever's happening outside. I am responsible for it because it's a mere projection of what stays inside me. It's easier for us to work on ourselves. Imagine if you were in a world where you had no markers how to grow, how to evolve as a person. Life would be even more challenging, right? So sometimes when we are going through situations, we are having challenges with people in our life, we start wondering, would our life be happier without these people or without these situations in our life? But darlings, it's going to be even harder for you to strive towards evolution if you do not have people reflecting back those aspects that you need to polish within your own consciousness to come back to that place of purity. Thus, it's a good time to be able to see where my contact points are with reference to the skills that I've invested in, and how can I go about living like someone who's ready to embrace the new, the renewed mindset that's coming with this little skill that you've been doing. How can you offer that light to the world a tad more this coming week? And the challenge that I'm seeing is the King of Pentacles. You might sometimes during the week think that I have done enough. There's enough for me. Whatever I have been building on since the beginning of the year, or whatever I've done through this point in time, or whatever I have with me by way of nature, by way of my family's support, by way of some gifts that I have got from my ancestors, that can get you to a place of feeling just enough to not do anything any further. It can get you to a place of a little bit of laid back attitude, to an attitude of having so much and not having clarity around what really needs to be done. And it might send you in a place of inaction. But that exactly is where the gift also lies. If you can really see what it is that I have already gained, That means building on that foundation, what new can I really build into my life thereafter? So, what's really going to support us is the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be our ally this particular week. It's simply showing us that whatever foundations that you have, that is going to be your doorway to more abundance that you are in a way recreating in your life. Can you start doing that? Can you just start building up a new empire for yourself if you achieve mastery in one particular aspect? Use it as a foundational ground and start building on yet another one. So, we are precisely 1 quarter into the Vedic calendar and possibly half a year into the Gregorian calendar. So, there is certainly some merit to whatever foundations you've been building around. And if this is a time of review, can you just see whatever you've built, how that can be used as a foundation for newer opportunities? And what message I'm really getting very clearly is the fact that when you create something new, you go through a whole process. You have gone through a process of completing one particular mastery. It could be related to your own relationship with your personal self, or it could be your relationship with the creative side of you, the artistic side of you. It could be one tool that you could have mastered around your own creativity, or around self expression for that matter, or how to conduct yourself in your relationships. It could be your connection with your friends or work colleagues for that matter. So, wherever that one area of mastery that you arrived at in the past few months, how can you pick on those learnings, that entire curve that you've gone through? What has been your strength? Can you start using that into a perspective where you can gather all of those learnings and put them in another place? Whatever you've learned in your career life, exactly out of that learning journey, can you identify what your strengths are, what makes you feel more centered, and then apply them back in your home life for that matter? If there's a new hobby or a skill that you've been implementing, you've come around realizing there are days of slump, there are times when I get a little laid back. And what is it that keeps me motivated? Is it tagging up with a buddy and doing something? Is companionship a better way for me to start accomplishing things and come out of that slump? I am sure you had ample opportunities to figure your own metaphoric anatomy, your own design, how you are in relationship to these abstract concepts in your life. And if, my friends, you can actually drain the juice, if you can really come and hold that nectar of that learning and then implement that learning, use that nectar for your further produce, you will be able to build off something that's a very beautiful beginning, and it's going to be a relatively easier journey for you hereafter. So the energies are clearly telling us to be able to first identify what our role and our function is in this universe. And once you've connected with your strengths, then you are available to shine your light and share your gifts with the world. Are there things that are going to stop you from shining your light? Do you think that there are people enough already that they're doing that? Of course, there are many people who are doing what they're meant to be doing. But know that you are extremely special. There is nobody who is just you. So, whatever your function or your operation is in this entire cosmic universe, Only you can play that function. And it is for you to see what that real role for you is. What is your dharma? And then start playing that role. Not feel intimidated by the light of others around you. And also, the message that I'm getting, that if you're able to identify the light in somebody, know that they are mere reflections of your own light. So it's a chance for you to tap into that little light that's been rekindled or resparked with something that you've seen in your surroundings. You've attracted that person for a reason, because that person is a vibrational match to you. Whatever that person is doing, and it's bringing you to a place of wonderment, is bringing you to a place of feeling, oh, they are doing all so much. Know that you are attracting them because you have that potential inside of you, my dear friends. And the reason why that resonates with you is, and it's coming in front of you, is to be able to tap into that reservoir of potential that lies inside. And when you start doing that, you start building abundance. You start generating abundance in your life. You will be fulfilled, you will be supported on your journey hereafter. And every journey begins with that single step. So, whatever you've been learning, things that have worked for you, haven't worked for you, that's a good database for you to keep tapping in and now seeing that yes, I have a little clarity of what I want to be doing in my life, what aligns with me, and can I use that information intelligently to start creating a world that allows me to thrive in that element. It is going to bring in that beautiful energy of centering within our lives. It's going to bring us that grounding. And whenever we live life from a centered place, when we are completely grounded, we are able and available to do better things for ourselves, and thereby being able to do better things for everybody around. तो इस आने वाले हफ्ते में हमें बहुत सारा मौका है जहाँ पर हम जो भी हमारी फीलिंग्स हैं, हमारे इमोशंस हैं, हमारी क्रिएटिविटी है, या जो भी हमारा हुनर और कलाएं हैं, हम लोगों के साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. लास्ट वीक हमने अपने ऊपर काम करने का एक प्रण लिया था. हमने जो कॉस्मिक एनर्जीज हैं उनके साथ अपने अंदर कोई चीजें बिल्डअप करने का जिम्मा उठाया था, और अब जब हमने कुछ काम कर लिया है, वी आर एबल टू शेयर दोस गिफ्ट्स विद अदर्स. और अगर ये करते करते हमें लगे कि नहीं, मेरी रोशनी बहुत ही कम है, दुनिया में और बहुत लोग हैं जो ऑलरेडी बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो मेरी एक्चुअली ज़रूरत नहीं है, तो ऐसा ख्याल आना बिल्कुल जायज़ है. बिकॉज आई एम सीइंग दैट इज व्हाट इज देयर ऑन द कार्ड्स. वो बिल्कुल आएगा, लेकिन हमें उस ख्याल से पीछे नहीं हटना है. जो भी हमारा कर्तव्य है, जो भी हमारा धर्म है, जो भी हमारा गिफ्ट है, हम कौन हैं ये दुनिया में, हमें वो बिल्कुल बाकी लोगों के साथ शेयर करना है. और जब हम वो शेयर करेंगे तो हम अपने आप के लिए और दूसरों के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छी जिंदगी बनाएंगे. एक बहुत ही सक्षम प्लैनेट रहेगा जहाँ पे सब लोग अबंडेंस की ओर काम करते रहेंगे. तो हमें अपनी रोशनी के साथ जुड़ना है और वो रोशनी सब लोगों के साथ शेयर करनी है. I hope you've enjoyed this time connecting with your own inner self and with your guidance. Throughout this week, let's remember that you are a beautiful beam of light, and let's keep shining that light. I'm wishing everybody the most wonderful week ahead. Namaste.